Hello guys, so this to explain the Euro USD trade, everything behind this very trade. Hopefully, a hit TP. So let me explain. For you to understand this very trade and this two trade I got just this week that we left in, you need to go higher time frame or daily time frame, right? If you go to daily time frame, you could see we are obviously in bullish, right? This another block for a higher time frame, so we are taking this side. So my low here, this the lowest point, so and then the highest point. If I've been following me for a while, you got to understand how I do my directional bias. My directional bias is very simple. If I have my low and I have my high, the only thing is to get an entry to take either the high that I'm targeting or the low that I'm targeting. So in this case, I'm targeting this very high. So the only thing that I'll be tend to look at for is to be looking for bullish setups, which is buy setups, right? So now, since I know I have my direction for this very pair, I'll go to 4H, right? Now if you go to 4H, even in a daily time frame,
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
even in a higher time frame, which is the daily time frame, you could see this is a market size shift in the higher time frame with the daily time frame, because we got the last break of structure from um sorry we got the last break of structure here, right? Which is this very zone here. Either anyway, this is the last break of structure before we go to this zone and then we start buying. So here is the market size shift in a higher time frame, right? Now after we have this market size shift, SOP, we have these rules that says if you have this, you have that, and you have this, right? We break this resistance level, this place becomes your breaker, right? This zone, this A shape here becomes your breaker. So this is what happened here, right? We broke past this A shape in here. This A shape, we broke past it, meaning we have a breaker in here, right? We have a breaker in here. Now if you go to lower this zone, you could see price came close to this breaker, right? Close to this breaker, and give us a market share shift, and then came back to this breaker, right? And then continue buying. That's when I got this first trade, right? This very trade, continue buying, and then we are in this trade because of another entry from here to continue. So let me go lower to explain the exact trade. All right, now since we have this market share, so we use the breaker, right? This line breaker here. So let me go to lower time frame, this 3 hour time frame. You could see here, this is the line that I marked earlier, right? If you have this very line that I've marked earlier, which is the market share shift, and you go lower again, you see price, after price broke past this very line, this is the line. As soon as price broke past this very line, it gives us this pullback and then continue buying again, right? Came back here to tap in this zone, which is from the high from the breaker, this very breaker here, this very breaker here, um, okay, this very breaker, right? Supposing if you are trading a sales from this zone, now you have your market share shift in here, right? You have your market share shift in here. Where is the pullback after this market share? This is the pullback, this one here, right? This is the pullback. So obviously you're going to be taking your trade from this line, this this point here. That's why price came close to that place. Here is it, and then start buying, right? That's when I got the first trade. I got the first trade from this zone. Over here we have your market. So after you got to this zone, give your market structure shift. Okay, so now to get this very trade, right, is very simple. After price got to this zone and start buying, where is the first side that price took, right? That's SAP. It's very, very simple. This is the first side that price took. This is the first side price took, right? After got into, oh sorry, okay. Now after getting to this zone and start buying all the way here, where's the first high that price took? This is the first high. This is the market structure shift, right? That's why SAP, you look for your market structure shift and you break up blocks before you be taking your entry, right? To get your confluence to be taking such entry. Now, so this is the market structure shift, right? Market structure shift, and then the first pullback after this market structure shift is this very one here. That's why I took this buy, right? Now let's go to the previous one. This is the previous one. It's still the same thing. The previous one too, look for a market structure shift, which is the 15 minutes. If you go to 15 minutes, you see your market structure shift here. First pullback after the market structure shift, right? And then this very buy. The only thing you need to understand is to get the knowledge around the higher time frame, right? They get everything around everything that is happening in the higher time frame for you to know how to handle this. So this is everything that went on EURUSD. Hopefully we hit CP with this one.